Patricia Conroy, how's it going with you these days?
Very good. I'm right now in Nashville, in between dates to Canada, and it's suddenly like 95 degrees here, so we're all melting. But it's summertime. What can you say?
Do you have air conditioning working
Oh
good?
yes, most certainly. Basically, if you don't have air conditioning in Nashville, you're gonna melt. You're gonna die. It's summertime is tourist time, and people come here and can't believe how hot it is. And you've got to be inside with air conditioning, and if you're outside, you need to be in the pool.
So it's hard to be a tourist if you've got to be inside all the time.
Oh yeah, especially during like fanfare and CMA week, like it is this week. It's yeah, you don't want to be in the sun too long, because I mean 95 to 100 degrees is pretty hot.
Yes, I can imagine. Not in Nova Scotia though.
No, because you're with the water there, you know.
So
We
Patricia,
don't
this
have.
summer you're playing much gigs, you're saying?
Well, in August we're doing a few things. In August we're playing the Gord Bamford annual golf tournament and gala performance. So I'll be doing that August 4th and 5th. And then I'm playing a festival called Stars in Alberta to raise money for helicopter rescue.
Mm-hmm.
And I will be the main performer on that stage at the Stars Festival. And then I'm playing the Métis Fest in Manitoba, August 27th. And for people who live in the Manitoba, very close to the Dakota border, they can go to www.métisfest.com for more information. And then I'll post my dates on my Facebook as well.
Do you find that Facebook now is taking over like regular websites?
For daily contact, I would say yes. For overall availability, you know, to purchase merchandise and that sort of thing, and get more information and music downloads, that kind of thing. I think websites are still very much, you know, a necessity. But I think Facebook is a very good place to contact people and just be aware of everyday, you know, last minute details, whatever.
Guaranteed. When's your next album coming out?
We're working on my next album, and it should be, I would say, November-ish. It's a little bit slower than I would have liked, but my husband, Bob, is my producer, and he's working with Beverly Mahood right now on her CD project, so I'm going to have to wait a little while longer, but I don't mind. Beverly's a very good friend.
Yeah, when the producer is on something else, you gotta wait sometimes.
It's okay, and I'm writing songs with Beverly, and she's a wonderful friend of mine. And so, you know, we're going to get her project done and get her going, and then we'll move back to my project. So we're hoping November.
Would you say your style is gonna remain the same for the next album?
I think it's changed over the years. You know, from my first album, Blue Angel, to, you know, Bad Day for Trains, You Can't Resist was another kind of milestone for me in terms of opening up and finding different songs and still writing my own. And then my last album, Talking to Myself, I wrote or co-wrote all of the songs, so I became more of a writer, also singer-songwriter. And this last album that I'm working on is very much more a singer-songwriter album, so that I can go out and still do all my hits in a full band situation, but now I can do sort of a trio acoustic theater kind of performance as well, and feel like I have more songwriter-friendly material. So I feel like I've grown a lot as a songwriter, for sure.
Do you spend a lot of time in writing, in structures and stuff like that?
Yes, I write almost every day when I'm in Nashville. You know, we book co-writes months in advance with writers here, but also with a lot of Canadian writers. I'm lucky to be working with people like Jimmy Rankin and Michelle Wright and Lisa Brokop and Carolyn Dawn Johnson and Beverly Mahood, just to name a few. So that keeps me really busy, working with Canadian artists that I've known all these years, but also with new writers down here in Nashville that allows me to hopefully get cuts down here in the States as well. So it's a full-time job as well as touring.
Touring, would you say in general it changed throughout the years, or is it still the same in your genre of music?
Oh, no, it's changed for me. I mean, I've been touring, I think, like at least 20 to 23 years of full-time touring for me. So, you know, I've definitely slowed that down a little bit, just so I can focus on my songwriting. But I still love it. I still love being on stage. It's a great experience to look out and see people smiling and singing along. and still wanting to hear my music is a wonderful compliment to me as an artist after all these years.
And with that, are you gonna start doing more YouTube appearances, like, making a promo video or something like that?
It's an interesting question. There's all kinds of new things developing. I went to a site today, and I can't remember the link for the site, but basically it's a YouTube performance that you can go to this site, and if we talk again, Jason, I'll give you information about that. You can sort of pick your concert,
Hmm.
and it's basically somebody in a concert setting, like even a living room or wherever it is, and you can download it for a certain price, or you can pay what you like to view this concert. I think it's a great idea, and I hope it catches on.
In a living room type atmosphere, you would say?
Well, the one that I saw, like, it was just sort of a prototype. Somebody led me to the site yesterday, and I looked today, and it was just this young male duo singing a song. And sort of, if you want to see their whole concert, then you can pay whatever you like to watch their concert. And it'll be interesting to see how people respond to that sort of thing, because I have lots of people on Facebook saying, "Oh, I wish I was going to be in Manitoba," or "I wish I was going to be in Vancouver for your concert in the end of June," and they can't be there. And maybe this is a way for them to see part of a performance at least.
Yeah, and that way makes the people a little bit more lazy. They don't go out to the shows anymore.
This is true, but we're stuck in front of our iPods and we're stuck in front of our computers. People don't go out to shows as much as they used to. Which is too bad, because there's nothing like being there in the audience and the lights dimming down and walking out on stage and you're that close to the performer. I mean, there's nothing like it to me. Yeah, I think it's very exciting, live performance. And maybe coming to a town near you, you never know.
You never know, and that'd be great too.
Yeah, well, keep in touch with me on Facebook, Jason. That's awesome, and that's how people get connected. And we'll have a chat when my new CD comes out.
All right, well, Patricia, you have a excellent songwriting day, and enjoy the heat.
Fantastic. Thank you very much. Bonne nuit.
Vous aussi.